Hello, Brigandine fans. This is Double 77 Trigger here, and you are watching Iscalio defends Squest from Almekia. So, yeah, finally we've gotten to this point where you're going to see that Squest is an amazingly good place to defend from the north. Now, the south, the east, and the southwest, they're still decent. It still clogs up the other army trying to get in there, but in this particular battle, you're going to notice that you cannot move land creatures onto the water. Only for an attack, and that's about it. Otherwise, this is pretty much a dominant air-water battle here. Now he has to come down one tiny little bridge and get here. So I'm going to clog up that path. I have 3 Hydras here, which is just freaking awesome. This is a really good gameplay here. Actually, Gloss is the Paladin. You know, that's something I've never really seen before. I've never seen them level up Gloss to a Paladin. I wasn't watching the enemies fight against each other, so I had no idea that he got up that high. You know, usually I just see Elegant go up really, really high here. But this is what I'm going to do with my defense. I'm going to put my Phoenixes in the background here, and pretty much just keep them to heal up in my back row, so I don't have to use Hula to heal. I can use her to hurt instead of heal, and yeah, it's going to go pretty well like that. So here I'm going to put Spot up here on this this little bridge in case you start getting across here. I've got this huge row of basically wave attacks. Now I welcome him to come down and attack me with a few of his best stuff, because he's going to get wave attacked to death. Well, actually, you know, basically breath attack, but sometimes they say wave attack for that. But yeah, so I'm just going to kind of wait it out. I don't really need to go out and attack them. They have to come down that little tiny bridge there. There's really nothing else they can do. They're going to be stuck in the background because they don't know what the heck to do. They've got a big army of just land cloggers. They're going to literally clog up all the bridges with all their land creatures. So they're not going to be able to get here, you know, over to them too quickly. So this is something that you can do. But definitely, if you want to attack Norgard, it's the best place to put an army and stay in position and just wait. I had a few other leaders here before, but I kept rotating it around with you know, different leaders and different monsters, because, well, this place, you know, is all about water, so why not get as much water stuff on here as I can. The 3 Hydras, it's the best thing I can do for that, plus the 1 red dragon to just keep on the bridge. You really can't get much better than that. I mean, you can go for white dragons, you can go for a gold dragon. Sure, you could do that, but this is kind of middle of the road stuff, and beginning to middle of the road, so this is really, really good. They're not going to get by me here. Yeah, they have their Hydra attacking Spot, and, you know, he's on there. They can hit him, but Spot's a good dog. Spot's going to do a lot of damage. Well, he's going to do okay. But I do like having a Fenrir. It's fun to have them. They do evade a lot. He's not really in a position to evade, so, you know, it's not the greatest position for him, but he is going to help out the team a lot because, you know, he's in one of the better positions here. And this is kind of how you want to set up your guys. This is how you want to set up your monsters. You want to have this little line here, this little diagonal line going down where the spot standing on the bridge, and then you got the 2 water monsters, the 2 Hydras, 1 water, and then you have a land creature on land, and if you have another water creature, you can put it down there too. And anything that comes up to attack you is going to have to run into that wall. And right behind that are all magic users. This is one of the most devastating things you can do to the army. And you're going to notice that the computer is on hard is actually going to fear me. You're going to see them be afraid of this army. And this isn't even my best army. It's just the way it's positioned. They need to try to get through here, but if you clog it up like an artery, the computer is going to have a digital heart attack. they're not going to be able to get by you. So I don't need to move him over. I don't need to attack. I have magic users that can hit him. You know, I don't need to freak out and do anything really. I'm just sit here, get a free ice breath on him. I'm at 83. I think it's 40. I think it's 40 points for this. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but either way, I'm hitting the leader. And I figure, you know, well, since he's a paladin now, he might be able to do Holy Word. I'm going to hit the leader, I'm going to hit the dragon. It's all good stuff. So, yeah, 158 for that. That's really good. I could shoot the fire breath up here and hit this, but I'm not sure at the moment. I'm thinking, well, maybe I will. I don't know. I mean, it is a centaur. It is a higher level centaur, but I don't want to freak him out right at the moment. So I'm just going to focus on this Hydra here. Maybe the centaur will get closer at some point. Maybe I'll get to kill it. Just not a big necessary thing right now. I'm not attacking the Almekia. If they want to come back here and fight me again, it'll be a very merry day for me again, because this is something that you should really enjoy, when you could just sit back, place an awesome strategic defense, and just watch them crash into your wall and die, and there's nothing else they can do. It's a lot of fun to watch that. Now he's low. I'm hitting two characters here. I know one of them's just a merman, but he's getting lower, and because I'm doing just a basic defense, I don't want to attack because the counterattack will make him lower in hit points when I don't need that. So this is what I'm going to do for that. You know, I get good damage on him there. You know, possibly could have just done a thunder spell, but because of the fact that they're still coming, I don't know how long they want to stay. So this way, I get to save a few magic bucks, and use a little flame spell. Works out for everybody. And yeah, one of their top level guys is gone. They have what is it? 3 green dragons left still, and a bunch of other crap that I really don't care about. You know, they got the little 9 centaur, but that's still it's not a level 10 yet, so it's not, you know, freaking me out yet. Just gonna put a little zombie guy there. Maybe pull back the hell doggy if he gets too badly damaged. See, now he just moved his space over. He didn't bother to even get anywhere near me. He doesn't want to get barraged with you know, ice breaths and flame attacks. He does not want it. So now he's going to do some good damage, but I'm definitely going to hit him because he's standing on the wall. And I've got a pretty good Hydra there. So this one I caught from Iscalio. They just handed it over to me when they left the castle once, so I took it. So yeah, we got the little merman attacking me. He's on the water. He doesn't have the advantage right now, but standing on the water, defensive is pretty good. But they're not that big of a threat. Just the mermen are just not that big of a threat. I don't need to go balls to the wall to kill off the little merman because he's not going to do that much damage to me. My Hydra will always be able to trump him. I have, you know, pit Tritons and, you know, very high level Tritons against Hydras that are middle level or, you know, sort of higher level. And the Hydra wins almost all the time. It's just no contest. Mermens are kind of nice. They're sort of a novelty thing. I know a friend of mine is really big on getting Poseidon, and he likes the Poseidons a lot. I just don't see them as a big advantage to your army unless you're going to stay on a place like this, or maybe a Lidney Castle, Humber, you know, Calmary, a few other castles like that. I mean, they'll do great. They'll do really, really great. Even if you're attacking, you know, a castle that's left on Lothian, way down in the south, they can go down the waterway and they'll be in a really awesome position. But there's only so many castles that they actually really work for. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, you have to put them on water for them to do their wave attack, and then you can't be near them. Otherwise, their wave attack will hit you, whether you're flying or on the ground, whatever, it does Malice Storm and it'll hit everybody, it'll hurt pretty badly. So you have to stick them out there in a vulnerable position. They don't have great defense. They can get hurt pretty badly. So by the time you stick them out there to do it, they're probably already halfway left on their hit points or worse. So you need to keep a healer close by, and you know, or throw Protect on it and hope that nobody attacks it. Then usually, sometimes they don't. But it takes a lot of tactics to use that. There are, you know, you can use Crybird for almost the same effect and not have to, you know, worry about being on water. Yeah. Anyways, I'm getting a little lost on that. They're still good. You can get them up all the way. Basically, I'd have to almost say they're sort of identical to Lord Vampires, because Lord Vampires take a long time to level up all the way. They're still very vulnerable all the way until they're, you know, as high as you can get them. Yeah, I'd have to say it's kind of comparable. Now here, I'm probably going to get the chance to kill off this this high level, or this almost high centaur. And I'm thinking Drago's going to finish the job here. Nope. Yeah, well, I have other things I can still, you know, take care of him. I don't really care about the merman here. I know I'm blocking off some position for using my ice breaths and whatnot, but there's really not much up there at the moment. So I'm just kind of looking around and see what I can do. Well, you know, do a whole lot of stuff. I can move him around. Got to see what's coming still. Looking at that again, probably one of the better choices I could have done was probably to throw Slap Power on the Ifriti and send him over and use his Firestorm here. And that would have worked out just fine. So Hot Balls is going to get a Flame Attack on him too, so you need 2 Flame Attacks on the Centaur. And I'm not sure if the green ball that the Centaurs, and you know, the ones that get the green balls, you know, are supposed to be natural magic resistance, if that really ups their magic resistance. I think it really does work for ninjas, but I'm not sure about the other monsters. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that would have affected it. I know in the Grand Edition, I read about something about the different colors affecting each other, whereas red, I think red would hurt green more because flame on plant would, you know, flame would kill the plant, and then green would hurt blue for some reason. I don't know how earth plants would hurt ice, but I guess that's how they made it. And then blue would hurt red more. So they would go in a triangle and they'd all have an advantage on each other. I'm not sure if that, you know, takes effect here in this game. I know in the book it basically says, you know, with red against blue, there's an extra bonus, you know, percent of damage that comes on it. And I think it's 20, 30, 40, you know, with the different, you know, amount of red, blue, and different colors, you know, spells they have towards their actual character. But yeah, I'm not sure if that, how they made the Grand Edition really, took effect here in this one. So, yeah, now they're finally able to start coming down, and they're still afraid. It's just that they can't destroy what I have. They can't get close enough to really wreaking havoc on my team. They've got just sort of a garbage army in the front lines, and there's really not much they can do. So yeah, here I could have probably done the flame attack, and you know, hit points is that I just kind of wanted to see how much damage I could take off on him in the water, and if he could evade it. So I kind of, you know, gave myself some extra damage just to sort of experiment with that. And I thought, well, you know what, he's a little low. I can pull him out of the way. I'm going to have him do an attack, pull him out, pop in this vampire here, see if vampire can get a kill. Mr. Zombie. And of course he does. Although I was kind of amazed because he's on water and, you know, he is a vampire, but still, he's on water. And they have a good chance, you know, vampires are good at missing too. Just like giants and golems. Now I'm going to finish off this centaur. I figured I'd get to kill him off at some point. It was only a matter of time. He has to be 2 spaces away to attack me, and my wizard's going to attack 3 spaces away, and my dragon's going to attack up to 2 spaces or more. So, yeah, I was like, oh, jeez. Probably should have done the flame spell. That might have worked out better, but they're about the same cost, and it seems like with, you know, other monsters that don't have, you know, like a natural, like, green ball to their name or something like that, it tends to be that frost is still stronger than flame in almost all situations. But if anybody that is watching this, you know, knows of something different, especially for this edition, which is just the Legend of Frosina, you know, the basic one all the North Americans get, it'd be nice to know. Now, because the Phoenix is close by, he moved away. He's afraid. He's afraid of getting hit. Now, I'm not going to fall for the trap of putting any of my stuff, like hot balls. I'm not going to put hot balls on the bridge, because he needs to stay off the bridge. He has evasion, but I don't want him to get hurt. So, I'm just gonna kind of wait him out. You know, if he's gonna be a little chicken here and hide in a corner, well, I have all the time in the world too. This is my defense. You want to attack me, you need to figure a way to take me out. Now, if you can't do that, you probably shouldn't attack me. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Computer, I have no idea what it's thinking. I think that the computer just thinks, well, you know, we have more monsters. We have a paladin. We should be able to break through. But I don't think they programmed into this game the ability to understand how to maneuver through the terrain. Because as you can see, they're totally clogged. And now what she's going to do is just throw Halo on some super monster that, you know, they can't really move very far forward. Now she's kind of stuck in the blue ring where her monsters can go. Can't really do anything. So now I've gone as far as I can go with that. I don't need to be there anymore. I could probably pull back, you know, use a heal spell or something, and you know, that's fine. I just gotta wait for them to come back to me again. You know, I'll just throw them on the castle, and I'll let them heal up naturally, because this is gonna take some time for them to even get to me. But as you can see, this lineup of these Hydras and the Red Dragon is one of the best things you can do. Now, you can hold off this castle with just 2 Hydras and rocks and whatever else you want, but you need to be able to hold that middle area where the bridge is, and you need to be able to just hold off the other waterways. Keep some magic dealers behind it, but only use their magic on leaders, because this is just a defensive squad. You don't need to kill off a whole lot of stuff. You get too aggressive, you know, you're still going to be in a good position. But what I noticed with a defensive magic squad, you send out guys to attack too much, you're pushing extra monsters out there to attack leaders, you know, and other enemy monsters. Your magic users will be stuck not being able to do any spells, because the enemy will gradually get further and further away, and then you have to move your magicians forward. That's kind of a bad thing. That's a bad way to play it. You can play that, and it's sort of an aggressive way to play, but then you have to burn a turn to move forward, to get in position, to wait for the next turn to use a magic spell. Why not just let them come crash into a wall and get stuck, and the very next turn you can just start pumping out magic spells? That seems more beneficial. Now, I could have attacked him and all that, but I still have 3 ways to attack with magic. Plus, I have my special attacks. So, there's really, you know, there's really nothing that he can do. He has Ice Breath, Flame Attack, he's got another Curse. Or, you know, maybe not. Oh, I wasn't watching his hit points. Yeah, he's a little bit low now. So that's it for Glaws. There's really not a whole lot more that their armies are going to be able to do. You know, I just killed off Gloss. I just killed off their Paladin. They've got a few more dragons and whatnot, but there's really nothing more they can do. You can see they can't get by this. They just can't do it. Now I'm going to heal up again. Free heals from the Phoenix. And, you know, this is the only and the best opportunity and the best way for him to do it. To stay in a position of 2 spaces away from the front line, where you can heal up all your guys, all your frontline guys with 1 heal, basically an area heal. But the fact that you're doing this is because Phoenixes can heal the enemy as well, not just your team. So that's why you need to keep them in the background if you're going to do a Phoenix defensive heal force. Whereas now Hula, now if I wanted her to just concentrate on Frost and Geno Frost, she can, because Hula started off as a healer, and now she doesn't have as much, you know, magic points to do stuff with. But yeah, that's it for them. They're retreating, so yeah, I just want to show you that awesome defense on Squest. So yeah, this is Double 77 Trigger here. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.